Hello, and welcome back to Normal Illinois Gamers. It is good to see you. Everybody in chat, thanks for returning. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello, this is Normal Illinois. In RPG campaign, we're playing Monster of the Week, and I am your Dungeon Master. I guess I'm your Game Master. I'm not a Dungeon Master. Charlie Chop Shop. We are live on Purce's channel. Let's go through and introduce everybody again real quick and your characters. This is technically session 1. We did actually start the campaign last time, if you guys remember. We'll talk about what happened last time, too, in a second. But real quick, we have Purce playing Ecto. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm good. Hi, everybody.
Ecto is the monstrous. That's the class you're playing. He is a ghastly, ghostly baseball player boy. In a baseball uniform,
from
right?
the olden days. We haven't really talked about what that is and how far back, but we did a little bit. So you guys get the image.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have Knucklebone playing Emmett. How's it going, Knuckle?
I'm doing quite well, thank you for asking. I hope all of you in chat are having a spooktacular Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
And you're playing the Flake, Emmett.
That's correct.
And Emmett's thing is... I'm trying to remember. Hold on. I probably should be in the game. Let me go back to there. I have notes. I have notes on all of you. What was kind of his background? It was like an internet vlog thing? Or I can't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, he was a paranormal blogger, a message board frequenter.
That's right.
A chaser of the truth and a debunker of the spectacles or skepticals.
Both.
But yeah,
I want to believe.
Yeah, exactly. And then we have Markars playing Eric, who is the professional. Hey. How you feeling, my friend?
Doing good. Ready to solve some mysteries.
Hell yes. The professional's kind of the FBI kind of men in black of the whole situation is Eric Steele. He's got a bit of Eric compared to the others is a little more mysterious. He's got a little more to hide, I feel like.
Yeah, he's definitely he's got that pass under wraps. Maybe for a good reason. We'll see some more.
Let's see. Then we have our good friend Thorny playing Eli. Thorny, how are you, my friend?
I'm ready to game, Charlie. I could just think of like those old interviews from like game shows. So I was like, let's go with that.
Yeah, I was hoping you were gonna do some y'all were gonna do some wrestling stuff, like
wrestling promos.
Yeah, like
next time,
like those Macho Man Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan ones where they're both just like growling and roided the whole promo.
I'm gonna beat him down tonight.
Yeah. Oh, we're coming for you.
Yeah. There's an 83 and a 3% chance I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So Eli is our expert. He knows everything there is to know about monsters. His background is somewhat similar to Emmett's a little bit, right? He started as an internet snooper.
We were young ghost chasers together and cryptid chasers.
Actually, on that note, now that we've reintroduced everyone, and before we jump back into what happened last time, let's just re-examine our relationship board to refresh ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Let me zoom that out for...
That looks very confusing.
Stream, I know. Pepe Sylvia. So real quick, this is just how you all know each other, why you've become a monster hunting team, because you are indeed a monster hunting team working for the secret government agency Division 13. Emmett, you caught a video of Ecto the Ghost on tape while investigating the Davis Mansion, which is now your headquarters, if you guys remember. Ecto attacked Emmett when Emmett investigated the mansion and nearly killed him, but he didn't want to. He only did it because his Dark Master was trying to force him to. So that's how you guys found each other. The whole kind of thing revolved around you guys being in Davis Mansion, right? Like, because Eli was there with Emmett. You guys had already had a kind of small adventure together. You helped him get a blessed knife artifact, and you knew each other through cryptozoology forums. You decided to investigate Davis Mansion. Eli, you brought a cameraman who was killed, Berg. Oh, by Berg. That's right. You have a rampaging ghost in your in your home base.
Our cameraman, his name was Tommy, and we will never forget him.
That's right.
Or Tommy.
So Ecto saw how crazy the evil ghost Berg was being. Berg works for the same Dark Master as Ecto, and Ecto had a change of heart, saved Eli, Eric, and Emmett from the crazed ghost, and is now keeping it a secret from his Dark Master that he's on your team. So I guess you guys, Berg's like, it's probably a Ghostbuster situation. You have him in some sort of high-tech prison thing in the basement of the mansion, you know, like some sort of technological paranormal thing. So Eli and Eric, Eric is trying to learn from Eli because Eli has the institutional knowledge of the supernatural world, and Eli wants that.
Yeesh.
Eli sees Eric as a mysterious tutor. Oh, I put the same one for both ways. That's pretty much it, though. You know, there was a lot of. Oh, there's one more. There's a few more actually. Emmett. Eric busted in just in time to save Emmett from Ecto's uncontrollable rampage. So, Eric, you saved Emmett's life during the Davis Mansion thing.
Yep.
Yes.
And you were actually there because of the viral video of Ecto that they had shot previously.
Yeah. Try to keep it under wraps.
Nice. Cool. So that's how you guys became a team. You basically had this one big mystery previous to this one in the Davis Mansion. Now that's your headquarters. Now you're a team. And now we can talk about quickly what happened last time. Here, actually, let me read you the hook again. You heard about a spat of unusual burglaries at a university, which culminated in a murder. The burglaries were unusual in that they've been targeting engineering's electronic labs and as well as animal test subjects on campus, if you remember that. Including one of the burglaries being in the anthropology department, stealing strange artifacts. And in all the raids, the security cameras and alarms have been tampered with. It culminated in the most recent burglary. A security guard named Chris Lamb was murdered, torn to pieces, apparently, during another theft in the engineering building. So last time we picked up with you all heading there in the nighttime just to like fly under the radar a little bit on the college campus. One thing I'll tell you I didn't mention last time, it's graduation week here at Illinois. What is it? Illinois State University. So they have parents showing up. There's a lot of activity on campus, you know, so you guys chose, at least for this first part, to go at nighttime. You went and checked out the engineering building, and specifically the robotics section. I'll put you back on the map here. Which is this interesting circular building over here. If you remember, you kind of surveyed the area. Ecto, you found like an exit on the top of the building through a vent, but you think only you would maybe be able to use it, or you need the ability to fly to use it, essentially.
Yeah.
You met some like punk art student kids, if you remember. David and Kent, I believe their names were.
Yes.
You met one of the head security guards. I don't believe we got his name.
I don't think so. No.
And he had a
security guard?
No.
No,
it was Jerry.
Was it?
Because we had
That's
two
right.
Jerrys.
Yeah.
I was also a Jerry.
Yeah.
As my code name.
Wait.
Or my
I forgot
name.
about double Jerry's.
I didn't even realize that last time. Your cover name is Jerry, and he introduced himself as Jerry.
That's right.
Purpose, I think.
And then he had an assistant with him. He had like a TA.
That's right. He had
It was like
student
I
security
think her
guard.
name was Melissa.
Was that it?
Yeah, it was. I don't know why I wrote that down, but not his.
I think he only mentioned it really quickly,
Yeah.
like as he was leaving.
Yeah, he was. No, that was Sheriff Gonzalez was someone you told us about in the town.
That you hadn't actually met yet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Real quick, can chat hear the gameplay music? I just realized it wasn't on the right audio channel. I just turned it way up just to make sure, but I think they can. It's just like ambience in the background.
Shall find out.
Yeah, we can move on for now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, so you met Jerry. You're right. He had a student. Like, I would assume the school also has like a criminal justice program, and students can work on the campus security, like police. You know, a lot of campuses have their own police force. So I guess Jerry really wasn't even a security guard. He was campus police technically, and Melissa was like a student cop in training.
Okay.
Anyway, you met with them. You were able to shake him for the most part, but now he thinks you lost your dog, Emmett, if I recall, and is like looking around campus. He let you guys go. He didn't bother you, but he really took note of your faces and your fake names. So that was the downside. You eventually got in the building. That's kind of where we ended. You guys finally jimmied the plywood because the front door was broken into. Like the glass of the front door of this big building is busted in. So they have caution tape and boards. You ripped the boards open. You went in. You started kind of exploring. You had, I believe, a 3D map of the place because Eric had used some of his cool tech.
That's right.
There was like a living energy signature when you went in, or when you scanned, but when you went in, there was no one. And then I believe Ecto was checking out the security guard computer when he noticed blood dripping. That's about where we left off. You looked up and you saw a bunch of crazed, bloody teethed monkeys up in the beams and rafters of this big atrium in the building.
Mhm.
I think the monkeys had a severed arm or something. They were like eating.
Yeah.
They ran away, dragging the arm behind them, and it pinged on every beam as they like disappeared deeper in the building, because it was pretty big compared to these little monkeys. And I believe that's where we left off. So let's pick up there. We find you in the dark nighttime lobby of the ISU Robotics Research Lab building. Like I said, it's a big atrium, like you would imagine in like a tech, company would have, like big glass ceilings and like kind of industrial design beams and open beams and ducts above you. And as you walk deeper in, you didn't really check the computer much. You could still do that. You didn't get a chance because the monkeys interrupted you. But let's start, like, you guys see these monkeys. I'm gonna add one more detail. Ecto, you particularly notice because you get the best look. When you look up, one of the monkeys has like a silver, like metallic aperture where one of his eyes should be, with like a red beam. It like twists and closes and opens, to like focus on you before it screeches.
It's like an aperture.
Yeah, and runs away. It's like a laser eye, with an aperture type closing. Yeah.
Ooh.
Robo monkeys.
So you guys all stand around. There is evidence, little flags everywhere marking blood stains, everything like that. The monkeys run screaming off into the building, and after a moment, you're just left in silence, all a little shocked in the dark. What do you do next?
So did everybody notice the monkeys, or was it just me that saw it?
You definitely saw them first. No one else noticed them until the one screamed at you, and they, like, no one else noticed until they disappeared. So you're the only one that got a really good look at what they were doing.
Okay, good to know. I feel like I kind of jump up from the computer and go, Jesus, and I go try to find everybody else.
I mean, they're standing close enough nearby to, like,
Okay.
I imagine like you're behind the security guard, like, help desk, and then like they're all just kind of standing out in the lobby in front of you,
Okay, so I go up to the rest of the crew and I say, well, boys, I think I've got a clue or two about what's going on here. Don't exactly know what the hell it is, but I saw it.
What was that noise? What did you see?
I really don't know how to explain it, but there's some creatures here, and we're certainly in the robotics lab. I'll tell you that. So I don't know what you guys want to do with that information, but they're here.
I want to take out a digital camera and start taking pictures of the blood dripping from the rafters
Oh,
Get some spooky shots.
sure, absolutely.
This will go great on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Mm.
You can roll to investigate
Okay.
as you start. You all notice that like Emmett almost just ignores you. He's like not worried. I don't know, Emmett. Maybe you tell me. Do you seem worried, or are you just more concerned with the pictures right now?
Emmett kind of always seems worried. Like, just based on his demeanor, he always kind of looks like he's worried that something bad is about to happen, but he also looks like he's kind of ready for it. So he just wordlessly takes out a camera and starts documenting evidence for the sake of the organization and also for personal use online, of course. This is how you get views in a competitive online market.
True. Lovely. So he just starts snapping like flash photography pictures in the middle of the lobby. But the flash reveals a little something. Every time you hit that flash, you all get a little better look at what's around you. Why don't you go ahead and roll plus sharp to investigate a mystery? A 9. Okay, so you can ask one question. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can it hurt? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed here? And actually, one thing, let's look real quick. There's an alternate investigate a mystery move, and depending on the situation, I like to use different ones. Let me pull that up really fast. I just want to, it has different questions, essentially. Hunter moves. Do we have the alternate one in here? No. Okay. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna, I have the physical book, which is cool. The book is
Heck yes.
super nice, by the way. It's like they did a hardcover reprint recently, and they added like a ton of stuff to it. All right, here's investigate a mystery. But where's the alternate one? I thought it had it in here. Huh. Sorry, y'all. Bear with me 1 second. I just want to give you the chance to investigate this. I just feel like taking pictures is a little bit different kind of investigation, you know?
Yeah.
How to play. The moves, the basic moves. I forgot I have all the rules.
There are I mean, there's a lot in there just from the little bit that I got to look through it.
Mm-hmm. I can never find this alternate investigative mystery when I want to. So, okay, we'll just move on. Fuck it. So frustrating. I don't... Sorry, go ahead.
If we're looking at the core rules, investigate a mystery, what I would probably be trying to discern is where did it go? Because all that Emmett heard was the scream and then the tink tink tink. So he's probably gonna like snap photos in the direction of the sound.
Sure.
And see if he can triangulate where they were going. Like if they have a nest.
I mean, it makes sense that that's what you're doing. And so, as I said, every time he flashes that camera flash, you all see a little bit more the dripped blood down from the ceiling that just like leads further into the building. There is definitely a little trail of blood dots. It's not super easy to see in the dark, but every time you like take another picture, you see how much further it goes deeper into the building. It disappears off into, you know, there's multiple hallways. There's actually 2 big staircases on either side of this atrium that go to like an upper catwalk level, and they all disappear into like hallways left and right deeper into this building. Imagine the lobby of the Raccoon City police station, but it looks more like a modern tech building as far as the layout, you know what I mean? Like the upper kind of balconies with hallways and stuff like that.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can turn on the lights. Is there like a big switch, somewhere around here that can see? Maybe I don't even know if the power is working or not.
Yeah, it takes you a couple
It just happens
seconds.
to be dark.
It takes you a couple seconds. It's pretty easy to find like a big light, switch panel for this whole atrium. It's the those mercury halides or whatever. They take a moment, or high pressure sodiums. You hear them click and start buzzing, and they slowly fade into light.
Yeah.
And yeah, it seems to light up most of the hallways. Like whatever you did, light up this room and most of the other hallways and stuff too. So that helped a lot. And yeah, so Emmett, you think you could easily follow this blood trail to get back to where those monkeys just disappeared to.
I turn around and I say, I hope you all have your rabies shots.
Cool. You guys want to follow them, track them deeper into the building?
Yeah.
I think so.
Absolutely. Definitely gonna pull out my pistol, have it at the ready, and start following the trail.
Love it. All right. So you guys head deeper into the building. You follow the blood trail for a while, and you find that, like most academic buildings, it's just winding hallways, sterile fluorescent lighting, doors, endless doors with numbers on them for classrooms and labs. But the blood finally gets to the very end of one of these hallways, these long hallways full of classrooms where it just dead ends, and the very last room at the end of the hall has like big glass windows so you can see into it. It's like a really state-of-the-art looking laboratory inside with robotic arms, multiple workstations and computer stations all around. This is definitely like the robotics research lab. The blood leads right to it, and there's more, of course, caution tape around the door.
Ooh. What do you think you could do with something like this?
At this point, you guys come up on this lab and see the spectacle of it through the windows, all the cool robotics. The lights are on, which is great, but the lights, they go zzz, zzz, and like flicker on and off hard, very hard, to a point like for like 5 seconds where you guys all definitely notice, and then they like turn back on to full power.
Specifically in this room.
The whole building, it seems like.
Oh.
Whole building.
Spooky.
The electricity here doesn't seem to be very reliable.
Something's taking a big draw out of it. Seems like. Probably coming from in there. I'd wager a guess.
Mhm. I imagine
Well-
that this is where, like, the actual killing of that guy took place. Probably, like that guy probably died in there.
Well, they really aren't being discreet, are they? They're really leading us in a direction here.
They're monkeys. I don't know how discreet, like, is in their nature for them to be.
I kind of just like side eye you.
Right when you say that, you guys hear clattering inside the lab, and through the big windows, you see a monkey drop down from the rafters. Very clearly now, you can see this little rhesus monkey or whatever it is. He's got like what looks like a weird little rail gun mounted on his shoulder. There's some sort of like paulding, like an armor shoulder piece, like stuck to him. He has the bionic eye. You see this monkey's way more bionic than you originally thought. He like drops onto a stainless steel, lab table, like rips open a little fridge full of samples and just like grabs a handful of test tubes and like cracks them open over his mouth. And just drinks them, and then he goes,
Oh my God.
and like throws them away and starts running through the lab looking for more stuff. He disappears back up into the rafters. You guys kind of look up in the lab. You notice there's like 10 to 15 of these monkeys, like hanging out. They have like a little nest. They have lab coats stuffed in one corner of the rafters and beams up in the top of the lab and like the ductwork. There is likely a door and big glass plate window separating you from them right now. But they're all, if you want to investigate the lab, they're all up in there.
I think we have to
boy.
burn it all down.
I think this building's a lost cause, gang. These monkeys are juiced up.
I think we found their HQ. We could probably... I don't know. What could we do? We could try to figure out if there's like an alpha, if you will.
Ooh, interesting. The one with the laser eye and the newfangled rocket launcher on his shoulder. Seems like the most alpha to me at the moment.
It's true. When we were given the debriefing packet on this situation, they did mention that in addition to like a few dozen monkeys, there were at least 1 or 2 chimpanzees. I do remember reading that. Those are the bosses, I think.
Remember on this map page, if you hover over the numbers, it will tell you each theft. So number 1, the bottom right, the medical school labs was a theft of 18 living monkeys and 3 chimpanzees.
Oh. Yes, that's probably the case, yeah.
Do you think this is like a faction war? Like these little guys own this building and then like the others are in another building? Or do you think they're all just here?
Oh my god.
I'd say we haven't seen enough to know.
Yeah, it's impossible, probably impossible to say at this point, but there's a good dozen of them here, so.
I want to carefully look up into the rafters through the glass, crouched down, and see if I do see any chimps or if it's all monkey.
You look pretty carefully. It's definitely all monkeys, no chimps in there. They definitely have built like a little fort in this laboratory, and are fighting. And the more you look, you notice pretty much all of them have the railgun. They all have, slightly different bionic enhancements. They all have generally some sort of limb, maybe a little piece of armor on their torso somewhere, and a gun of some sort. The gun's not huge, but it's high-tech looking. It's like a little shoulder mount, like Mandalorian style thing,
I want to see if maybe we can somehow attract one of them down out of the room, see if we can take it back with us. We can capture it and examine it further.
Good call. How are you going to do that?
How is
that
the
one?
question?
That one we just saw seems to really like ingesting various chemicals. So maybe we could get some go to the janitorial closet and just get an armful of whatever we can get and see if it takes the bait.
You can go do that. I'm gonna go see if I can find maybe the rest of the body that was being eaten. See if I can tempt them with more food.
Are you gonna actually go into the lab again? You see the whole lab is filled with little flags marking pieces of evidence and so forth, and caution tape.
I don't know if the body. Can I see if the body's in there, or I thought it would be in the rest of in the building somewhere.
You can't see if it's in there. Let me just show you a really quick. I'm just gonna do a drawing for you guys here. 1 second. Let me do that again. There we go. So the room is a big rectangle, of course, like this. The hallway you're in comes off the bottom, like so, and there's a door here.
Okay.
The lab itself, though, has desks and research stations all along the walls, but then it has a big island of 2-tiered experiment tables and desks in the middle, so you can't clearly see the back half of the room. You can kind of see through this big middle island full of robotics and computers and everything else to the back wall there. That's where the monkey came down. He came down back here, so you guys are kind of halfway seeing it through the middle partition, but you can't see the floor on the other side. So if the body was in there, you would assume it might be hidden back here. You do see lots of caution tape and evidence flags back there. But again, to actually fully look back there, you're gonna have to go in that lab. I thought we did establish there was a huge blood stain in the lobby when you guys arrived, though, last time.
Yeah.
So you could go back and check that, but when you were in there, you pretty clearly didn't see any body parts. You just saw the blood stain and the evidence flag next to it.
Okay. Nothing that would hint that the body might be stashed somewhere. No.
No. You do know the police have obviously already been here and investigated and done forensics, so you would assume they maybe took the parts.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
I think before we entered the building, we did see one humanoid signature, and then we came in. Security guard's desk was empty. There was a severed arm. I'm thinking that there was a security guard stationed here, and then the monkeys got him.
Okay.
That seems to be the case.
So we're at 2 monkey murders now, at least, that we know of.
True. Maybe.
Count
Allegedly.
that, too.
It could be more. We just don't know.
All right.
I think we have to just keep kind of investigating it. I mean, do we just go all in and just keep brute forcing our way forward?
I'm not going in the monkey room.
No, I'm trying to find a stealthy way to attract one, but problem is if I make some noise, it's glass doors. I can't even open the door a little bit and throw something, and they're just gonna see us.
I mean, they're pretty distracted with each other. They're, it's a group of monkeys. They're all fucking with each other, and they're up in the rafters picking on each other and hooting and hollering, and every once in a while one
How many did you say are in this room? Do we know that?
like 10 to 15. You're not certain.
Oh God. Okay.
They have a little swarm of them up in the beams, and they have their little nest hidey hole up there. They're all hanging out up there fucking around. Every once in a while one drops down and messes with something on the table or grabs a piece of robotics and throws it, and then they'll swing back up with the others. They're really not paying attention to you right now, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
An idea that we could explore: mustard gas. Not very difficult to make. Ingredients are not very difficult to obtain. We could create a sort of gas bomb, throw it in the room with the monkeys. The monkeys begin to inhale the noxious fumes. They fall from the rafters. They are incapacitated by the fumes. We grab one monkey and we book it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
This sounds like the move.
I like that plan.
Hell yeah! Let's break the Geneva Convention on monkeys, baby.
Just something to note as well. I know there's these moves that you kind of feel defined by. I just want you guys to remember one of them is use magic. If you even have any weird at all, you decide whether your character is capable of magic or not. So keep that in mind. And similar to Markars, don't forget you have tech. You can always argue to me that you might have some sort of piece of tech.
Okay. I was trying to come up with some sort of gadget, maybe like a voice projector type of thing.
Ooh, that's fun. Anyway, I just want to remind you guys that. Are you gonna move ahead with trying to make mustard gas though? Because that's fun.
If nobody else has any other ideas,
I
think that might be the move.
I do like that.
I like, now that it's out there, I want to see where it goes. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's see what happens.
So what, are you just gonna search the rest of the building for some chemicals or what?
Yeah, definitely. Let's find a janitor's closet and see if we can. And let's just make some janitor jungle juice.
All right, yeah. You start cruising the halls looking for a utility closet or another lab. You find both.
Mm-hmm.
You find a chemistry lab and a janitor closet next to each other,
hell yeah.
further, into the building.
So you can grab the protective gear out of the chemistry lab for sure.
Oh, that's smart. You do find they don't have a ton. They don't have full hazmat suits, but they do have full respirators in there.
Yeah.
So you
Let's get some PPE.
You each grab a respirator, gas mask type thing, and pull it on. Emmett is just grabbing different jugs of things from both in the lab and the janitor closet. I feel like you have a janitor cart that you just knock everything off of, Emmett. You just start throwing the bottles on there in the hallway, and you guys push this cart just full of fucking chemicals back to the robotics lab at the end of the hall where the monkeys are.
Just kind of leaning on the wall because I wouldn't think that I would need a respirator or anything. I'm just sitting back and just watching all this.
Yeah, you don't need one, Ecto.
It's waiting for everybody.
Emmett, do you know what you're doing?
I've done plenty of research on various underground websites. I know probably better than what most people are doing. So I think this is gonna work.
You doubt this kid can make mustard gas?
I don't doubt him. I just wanted to see if he wanted some help with it or not. I've done some reading, but I can't say that I know exactly what he's doing.
Listen, people make mustard gas on accident all the time.
It can't be. It's not gonna be that hard.
So off the
No.
top of my head, I can't think of how you do it. So I'm like,
Isn't it gasoline and bleach? Doesn't that make?
It's
Oh,
bleach
that's
and
I believe
ammonia.
it's bleach and ammonia.
I think
Yeah.
gasoline and bleach is chlorine gas. I do believe.
Jesus.
Oh,
this wouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Well, regardless, I feel like you're like, if it seems like something your character should know, I don't want to make you roll for it. And it does to me seem like something probably Emmett would. I feel like Emmett has a PDF copy of the Anarchist Cookbook on his computer for sure. So Emmett, it only takes you a minute to mix together what you need, and then you have like your one last reactive agent, whatever it is, a bottle of ammonia. When you're ready, you can combine, you know what I mean, and trigger the reaction.
Yeah. What I'll probably do is I'll get like a couple garbage bags, fill it with the jungle juice, get like a glass beaker with the activator, put it in there. All I have to do is throw it real hard in such a way that the glass beaker with the activator will break.
Ooh.
I love it. So you create a Molotov of sorts.
Mm. Mm.
All right, you gonna open the door and just chuck it in at him? Who's doing it?
Everybody.
Do we want to run in
I think this
and
is-
like spread this around? Because we've got respirators. Or do we want to just like open the door, throw it in, close the door, let it fill the area, and then go in and start picking up monkeys?
I think
I
think that's
don't
the
want
best
to
plan.
go in the monkey room with monkeys that are
No,
conscious.
well, they're active.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
Alright.
easily
I
just
think
all toss in one or two of these bottles and
I think
just.
you yeah, that or you can give it to me to throw in because I don't have
I
to
was gonna
worry
say-
about breathing
yeah.
it in.
Ecto would probably be the best choice for throwing it in. He is, in fact, a baseball player. I know that pitching arm hasn't seen use for probably a few decades, but I know he's still got it.
I'm a little rusty, but let me warm it up real quick and I got you.
Sick. Okay. So you open the door there, Ecto, trash bag, bomb in hand, and you I think it's like full of enough liquid that you're not even care. You slide it in behind you across the floor. I think instead of throwing it, you put both hands on it. You just step just inside the door. The monkeys don't bother you. They're all up in the ceiling messing around. You grab the bag with two hands and you swing it like a baseball bat against the counter. And you hear the glass thing in the glass vial inside the trash bag, explode. You let go of the trash bag, like just liquid dumps all over the floor, and the liquid has just got, straight up smoke rising off of it. Chemical smoke filling the room around you.
Go full on. I never was much of a pitcher anyway, and then just slam it. Love that.
As soon as the gas starts spreading in the room, the monkeys start shrieking. Chaos ensues, Ecto. And they do immediately start jumping down at you. I'm gonna need you to roll.
Oh boy.
Probably act under pressure,
Okay.
which is cool, I believe. Yes, roll cool.
Okay. Go back to my sheet. Oh boy. Cool is a -1 for me. Let's see how it goes.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Of course.
All right, 1 second here.
Hey, I get experience though, guys.
That's right, you get a mark experience. That's correct. The monkeys descend upon you.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Could I help him out by like shouting monkey facts in there? Like, make yourself big. Don't show your teeth. Don't look him in the eyes.
I think it's too late at this point.
Yeah.
The monkeys descend upon you. One of them like jumps right onto your shoulder, Ecto, and sinks its teeth into your partly see-through neck, biting down on you pretty fucking hard, enough to make you scream and grab at the monkey. The bite does 2 harm to you. You have to check 2 harm on your sheet.
All right.
And when you take 1 harm or more, you're in intense pain. You're going to take -1 ongoing until you're able to do something about the bite.
Man.
You're bleeding green ectoplasm, like down your shoulder onto your baseball uniform. You guys see more monkeys jumping down and swarming on Ecto. Ecto, what do you do in response?
Guys, please help.
I mean, you're full on being attacked. If you don't do something right now, you're going to be attacked again.
Roll into a ball and wait for the gas to work.
Open the door. I'm going in. I'm starting to spray and pray.
All right. Ecto, before they come in, you get 1 chance to do something to defend yourself.
Oh man, there's so many on me that I don't even know how you go about it. I mean, I would go for a swing, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, a swing could hit multiple in a swing, but I have.
Here, let's go back to the map really quick. Let me show you. Like kind of where you are. So you're. Do I have a little token for you? You're just inside right here.
Right.
There are like 2 monkeys on you, but then there are a bunch. Most of them are like dancing and jumping and screaming excitedly around you and in front of you, like on the counter, hanging from the ceiling, on the floor. There's really only 2 on you, but more will jump on you. You know what I mean? They're all like wanting to get in on it. So yeah, you could easily just swing at the table in front of you and probably hit 3 if it's a good swing. If that's what you want to do.
I'm trying to figure out if it's a good idea, or.
I mean, you're in
this door.
Yeah, you can try and run too, but
does this door close, or is it like broken, or?
It does close. Yeah, it's a double glass door that closes securely.
I feel like taking 2 out of the room attached to me is better than staying in the room with more of them.
Okay.
And running it back to the group so we can fight 2 is much better, while these guys sit in here breathing in gas.
What's that look like? Do you like do some sort of duck and roll move, or you just try and like open the door as little as you can and slide through the crack and slam it shut behind you kind of thing?
So can one of them... They're kind of standing at the door, right?
Yeah, they're all watching you through these 2 giant plate glass windows in the wall.
I think I shout out and say, "Guys, ready that door!" Which they probably seem hesitant to opening the door, but
one of you, if you want to open the door for him, can roll to help, which is cool.
Yes,
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's do that.
Who's helping?
I'm gonna grab that door.
Markars got the door.
Love that.
I'm ready to, like, when he comes through, start swinging on these things.
So to help out, you roll cool.
Roll cool.
I hope your cool rolls are better than mine.
Oh no.
No.
I can't hold the door. I failed to open a door.
Okay.
Well,
Do you want to use your luck? You can turn this into a success if you want. If not, something bad will happen. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna use luck on this one. God damn it.
Okay, mark a luck on your sheet, but that turns your 5 into a 12. So it's a full success, which is nice.
Damn.
On a 10 plus, your help grants Purce a +1 roll, or Ecto a +1 roll, excuse me, and there's no downside to you. You perfectly are able to slide open the door just in time. Maybe you even, I don't know, Eric, you tell me, like, grab his baseball shirt collar and like yank him out backwards. With the other hand, and then slam the door shut behind him. But however, you're still only giving a +1. You have to roll act under pressure, Ecto, to fully get out. So you get to roll cool again, but +1 this time.
Okay.
So just go ahead and click the cool roll button. It'll ask you for a modifier, I think, and you can put 1 in there.
Oh, plus forward. So then, do I just put 1 in here?
Yeah, just 1. You don't have to put +1. You only put the symbol if it's minus. Nice.
All right.
So he's the monkey's still synced into him, right?
Yeah. So you're able to get out of the door. Eric slams the door shut behind you, but yes, because it's a mixed success, there are 2 monkeys still on you. And one of them that's on you notices all these other people. He's not even focused on you. He immediately jumps off up to the ceiling and fires his laser gun at the group, at the group, which we'll see randomly who that's going to go after. One that's going to be you, Eric, which I think makes sense because you're aiding here. He like bounces up the wall up into the rafter and pew, his little laser gun.
The closest. He saw me on the way out. You know, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'll let you roll act under pressure to avoid being possibly shot here.
Absolutely. So we can spot the laser charging and be like, "Whoa, crap!"
Yeah, like a little
duck out of the way.
A little blue circle like of light starts charging at its barrel. You know what I mean? So it does have that little giveaway. A 10, dude. Heck yeah, that might be.
Oh wait, that's the wrong roll.
Deal with the agency.
Deal with the agency instead of an act under pressure.
Well, what's your cool stat?
My cool is 2.
So we can keep the roll. You rolled a 9. Plus 2 would be an 11. So.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have to throw it away. If you hover over the number in Roll20 chat, it shows you what you rolled in a breakdown.
Okay.
So you rolled a 3 on one dice, a 6 on another dice, and it added +1 for some stat, but you would actually technically get a +2. So if anything, it would be higher. So you're good. Yeah, with an 11, I don't know. Tell me, what does it look like as you dodge this little mini railgun beam?
I'm going to see it coming. I'm going to slide myself away from the door, down on the ground, roll over. I'm going to see if I can retaliate, pull out my pistol, and shoot back.
Fuck yeah, I love that, dude. So usually, we use act under pressure a lot. I'll tell you guys that for battles. Unless you're doing melee. Shooting, I usually do act under pressure.
Okay.
However, you just succeeded on an act under pressure roll. Full success. So I'm going to say, without even rolling, yeah, you fucking hit that monkey. You roll, you whip out that pistol. It's like you've done this 100 times. You look like fucking James Bond, dude. You like dive roll, come up on one knee, pull out the pistol. Just take a split second to line up the crosshairs and blammo! How much damage does your weapon do and what tags does it have?
It is a 2 harm, close and loud.
Okay.
Oh.
2 harm.
Ears ring.
Close and loud. So his bionic plating does seem to like absorb a little bit of it, but it's enough to like blow him off the ceiling and not like you don't blow a hole through him. He's alive, but he's knocked off the ceiling and on his back on the ground for sure. Like you, in fact, he's like right between Eli and Emmett. Eli and Emmett, this monkey with a railgun is writhing on the floor, trying to like he's like, you know, rubbing his head and his chest like where the bullet hit him in his armor. He's got a big black dent in his armor where the bullet hit him, and he's trying to scramble back to his feet. But you guys have a chance to take care of it. By the way, there's
my corroding wire.
Nice. Oh, this is that's fucked up.
Oh god,
you're going for the yeah.
There's still one on Ecto too. Keep in mind, there's just like swarming all around. It's like that scene in Saving Silverman with Steve Zahn and the raccoon on his face. If anyone knows what I'm talking about. Okay, so Emmett, yeah, you pull out your garrote wire. Why don't you roll to kick some ass?
Okay. My objective here is to take the monkey under so we can take him back to the facility for study.
Not trying to cut his head off, just sleep.
Yeah, just trying to
put him in a sleeper.
knock him out.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
shock the monkey.
So to kick some ass, you roll. I don't know what it is.
That's tough, isn't it?
Tough, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Not very tough, but I believe in myself.
Oh god, our rolls are so bad.
Oh.
You can use luck, or you can accept the consequences.
I use luck.
Okay. So, mark a luck. I don't know if you still mark experience with luck. Let's just double check that. I think you do.
Yeah.
You call on emergencies. Your playbook has a luck counter that keeps track of how much is left. You can choose to mark off a point of luck in return for a lucky break. Specifically, you spend it on decreasing a wound or changing a roll to 12. No, it doesn't say anything about it. I'm going to say you don't then. You don't mark experience if you use
Okay.
luck.
That's fine. I'd rather not get mauled by this monkey.
Yeah, understandable. You pretty handily... He does turn and try and bite you, but you make a quick move and you actually get the wire, because he's so small, like double wrapped. You know what I mean?
Oh, God.
And you just pull just tight enough where he's like fighting and struggling, and pretty soon he just falls asleep. Meanwhile, though, while you're like on the floor struggling with this monkey, Ecto is still fighting another one on his back. Eli, we haven't seen you do much yet. You see, I think Ecto's struggling. Do you try and help, or?
I think I'm like
Yeah,
bashing against the walls and stuff, trying to like slam it off.
So like Eli was ready to like run in there and start blasting.
That's
so
right.
I think seeing all this, he flips like his shotgun over to the blunted and he just swings it at this thing climbing all over Ecto's face.
Oh, this is dangerous. If
He's
you
trying
miss,
to, like,
if you miss,
blunt it.
this might turn out bad. Roll to kick some ass.
Knock me out.
Yeah, roll
So
plus tough.
I do have something called Precise Strike. I don't know if it would help until after I roll this though.
Okay, go ahead and read me. What are the rules for it say?
When you inflict harm on a monster, you can aim for a weak spot. Roll plus tough on a 10 or plus, you inflict 2 harm. On a 7 to 9, you inflict 1 harm. On a miss, you leave yourself open. I don't think it's gonna actually help unless I hit.
Right, yes. But that's saying I'm not going to make you roll twice though. So basically if you're successful, you do an extra harm.
Okay.
Is what it's saying. So yeah, go ahead and roll tough.
Kicking some ass. Tough.
13,
yeah.
Let's go.
So the move says you do an extra 2 harm.
On a Precise Strike, if you roll tough, yeah, on anything over a 10, you inflict 2 extra harm. Or you do 2 harm, sorry.
Interesting. Hold on, I want to look at.
Wow.
So I can throw it in here.
2 6s, man.
Oh,
There you go.
nice. So if you want to do Precise Strike, it looks like maybe you do actually roll tough a second time. However, you already got an advanced success. It's going to have some sort of additional effect, positive effect. Let me look here. This one... Did you guys already do damage to this monkey on Pierce? I can't remember. Or on Ecto?
I don't think this one's been hit at all.
No, I don't either.
I think it was the other.
Besides any damage of me trying to slam it into a wall.
True. Okay, well, clubbing up your gun, we'll say does 1 damage. And
Precise Strike to see if I can bludgeon it to sleep.
well, I was gonna say because you got the improved success, I'll let you choose between a few things. You can either do an additional damage or give it a plus or a -1 forward on its rolls.
Ooh.
Do
Let's.
you care if I play with the map, Charlie?
Let's give it a -1 on its forward rolls.
What'd you say, Pierce?
I said, do you care if I play with the map?
Like move your guy around?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I'm just throwing things around because I love playing with this stuff.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Sorry, go on.
So yeah, you can all put your token in there if you want. Sorry, Jim. So you want to do 1 extra damage? I'll tell you this: the monkey has armor.
No, I was saying let's give it a -1 on its forwards.
Okay, so you actually end up
So
doing no harm due to the armor, but you hit it hard enough to knock it off Ecto, which is what you really wanted. And not only that, its armor is like dented. It's like it starts fucking with it, trying to pull it off of its chest, and it's screeching like it's uncomfortable. Whatever you did to it, it's not hurt, but it's more worried about the armor than you guys right now. So now you have this thing off of Ecto. You have one in captivity already. What do you want to do with this last one? You guys just like finish it off, or you just run away from it while it's angry?
Get it, Master. It's down. It's open. Get him.
Yeah, I feel like I want to take a swing on this thing.
Some
I'm-
revenge.
I'm pretty angry with it, considering it just climbed all over me for like multiple minutes.
Love
Say,
it.
knock it out cold. We got one. We can get both of them.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Kick some ass. So that's a tough.
All right. Thing
Hold that
here.
swing. What do the kids say? We'll send it, Ecto.
That's right. An 8. Mixed
Roll
success.
mate.
Nice. What damage does your bat do?
Let's see. It's 2 harm, close, and messy.
With the mixed success, trying to think of how we can do a mixed success here. I mean, you definitely connect with the thing. I think here's what happens. The downside is that this monkey's blood just sprays everyone else as you hit it with the bat here. So much that it like gets in y'all's mouths
Oh.
and all over your
Ooh.
faces. You, without taking significant time to clean up, you're all gonna look super bloody for the rest of the night.
Yikes! Yikes!
Just phases through me. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Ecto, though, you did finish off the unfortunate creature.
Hell yeah.
You guys, for the first time, glance back through the window. There are like 8 monkeys just like sleepily like laying around on the countertop. Like one of them's face first in a beaker, like it fell head first in something. But you do notice that a number of them disappeared, are gone as well. Like you didn't see where they went, but it's definitely not all the monkeys that were affected by the gas. Probably about half, you would guess. There's like 6 in here. What do you want to do with the rest? You gonna leave them? Things finally
Well,
like calm down. I think you guys all take a moment to breathe and like take your bearings. You turn and look.
Yeah.
You notice the 6 monkeys in there. Does anybody say anything about them?
Well, Emmett has one of them right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have
Okay.
one monkey. I'm probably stuffing the monkey into a bag right now.
Okay. They,
Monkey's out of the bag.
I guess the initial idea was that if it went smoother, we could have slept all of them and then just grabbed one and then walked out. But it didn't
Yeah.
go that way. So
That was the initial idea.
we did get what we wanted. So do we even need anything with the rest of these, or are they just?
Actually, I'm thinking maybe I can call in the agency to clean up the rest of these. See if we can,
Ooh, that'd be a good
Come
idea.
in and collect them.
yeah, collect them all,
It's a great idea,
If we let them,
so that we don't have to drag ours out. Even we can just.
especially with your live capture policy.
That's also probably good because if these eventually wake up and then we might run into them later, so it's
Yeah,
probably
you want
good
to
to get
replay.
rid of these.
Yeah. See if we
Yeah,
can't
monkeys
just
are-
just clean them up. You know.
yeah, monkeys
Speaking
are
of the
pack
live
hunters.
capture policy, we should get rid of the one whose brain exploded. We should like find somewhere to hide that.
Yeah. That's gonna be.
Eli runs down to
we
the
found him
janitor's
like
closet and gets like a black trash bag and sticks it in there and like runs it back to the closet and puts it on the janitor cart and ties it off. He's like,
Oh.
They will never look there.
Jeez. Yeah, I'll
Spill
try to give
blood
them
on the floor.
specific instructions to. Or I guess maybe I'll stay behind and make sure they don't look in that closet while they're cleaning up, kind of thing.
Yeah, you can try and call in the agency if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you pull out a slim black flip phone. It looks very unassuming, but you know there's all kinds of stuff in this flip phone. But you just call your handlers. I believe he had a nickname. Was it Mr. Fix?
Yeah.
Mr. Fix.
Yeah.
Mr.
Right,
Fix,
yes.
Yeah.
Or the fixer. something
Yeah.
like that.
You call Mr. Fix on your phone, and a mysterious, possibly altered voice answers and says, you know, like, have you made contact?
We found multiple subjects. Little monkey creatures modified with cybernetics. Seems they've got shoulder-mounted equipment that seems to be activated through their brains without any sort of pulling a trigger. Modifications to their heads as well, laser eyes. We have a good 7 or 8 knocked out in a room here at the lab at the school. Like help to clean them up, bring them back for study.
Did you fill out an official requisition form?
Not yet. Just got finished knocking them out, but I can get that paperwork to you.
You know we like to do things the right way around here. Go ahead and roll plus sharp real quick to deal with the agency.
Crap.
Are you going to accept the consequences that are about to happen, or do you want to mark luck?
These fails are really hitting bad times here.
By the way,
Seriously?
right when you did this phone call, my background music changed to some like super Twin Peaks ass like music. It's kind of perfect. It's great coffee, Diane.
God damn it. I'm already suffering consequences from 1 luck after this.
So you're gonna mark luck?
Double consequences. Oh, it'd be so convenient to just get rid of them though.
The luck thing, it's not until you use all the luck that it becomes a problem.
No, mine is the luck special is when I spend luck, my next mission from the agency comes with lots of red tape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I already have like one mark.
So you're like, I don't want to make it too.
And for a penny and for a pound, like let's fucking do it. I'm marking a second luck.
All right.
Yeah.
So that turns that roll to a 12. Mr. Fix says, all right, but I'm not covering up your fuck-ups again. We saw what you did. We need all of the test subjects alive. You know this. Unless it's a life or death situation, do not kill the subjects. Make sure you file the form when you get back to base.
Understood. Won't happen again, sir.
The phone just goes click before you can even finish.
Whoops.
You get a little like beep on your watch, Eric. You see that there's a team incoming, like 5 minutes away.
Okay.
You don't have to stay either. You guys can just go and leave them to do their thing.
I think we try and clean up in case we run into any of the guards outside.
Your team will get in unseen and clean it for you.
I mean ourselves, because we're covered in blood.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. So yeah, you guys have a monkey in hand. The team getting the rest. Anything else you want to do in this building? Or do you want to go elsewhere?
I'm doing great. I'm not covered at all. I mean, I am pissed off about being bitten by monkeys and stuff like that, but I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I just don't want to be near monkeys anymore.
Yeah.
So,
Ecto,
that's up to you guys if there's anything else you want to do here.
Ecto, I do feel you maybe took a moment to grab just like a lab coat and like pat the ectoplasm off of your neck and stop the quote unquote bleeding.
Oh no.
So you don't have a +1 or -1 forward. I actually forgot you had the -1 during the battle, but it's all right.
Oh yeah.
You still have the harm, of course, but you're not like adversely affected by it anymore.
Okay, cool. Yeah, unless there's anything else you guys want to do here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do next?
Actually, I'm gonna take a look around since I didn't see the whole lab. I want to see if there's anything back there that we missed or.
Definitely. Go ahead and investigate a mystery, which is sharp.
Yeah. Go. There we go.
Nice. Okay. Gonna try one more time to find this other investigate move in the book. some ass. Actions not covered by a move. Uh-huh. Let's see. Fights, harm, the basic moves. There we go. I think it's on that page 113. I love the way this book is laid out, actually, but this is a new thing they've added to the book, so I don't know where the fuck it is. As I mentioned, they did upgrade this hardcover here. All right, let's see. Bonuses and holds. The basic moves. Help out, kick ass, investigate a mystery. Advanced moves.
Oh.
Advanced. Oh, that's cool. There's so much shit in this book. Sorry, y'all. Thanks for waiting while I look for this. I think it would benefit you guys better to use the other move, which is why I want to fucking find it. Here we go. Is this it? I'm frustrated that I can't find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through the PDF too, see if I can see it.
Investigate a mystery move. Monster of the week. I'm just gonna Google it.
That's exactly what I just did. I was like, let's just Google it real quick and see if we got pictures anywhere. That's basic moves.
Okay. On a 10 plus, here's how you do it. Ask the keeper a question and roll sharp. Oh, this is someone else's version. On a 10 plus, ask 2 general questions on a 10 plus or 1 specific question. And I will answer it truthfully. On a mixed success, you can ask 1 general question and I'll answer it honestly. So it just opens it up to not basically limit you into any specific question. You got a mixed success of 7. So you can ask me a general. I'll let you choose which version of the move you use too. So you can either ask me 1 general question, which I will be completely honest with you about the answer, or you can do one of these investigative moves things. What happened here? What sort of creature? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed? Your choice.
I kind of. Oh, I think we'd ask a general question.
Yeah.
No.
What are you looking for? What do you want to know?
I'm either thinking about asking about more about the serum, or maybe the serum thing that it was imbibing. See if I can tell what it is. Yeah, I think let's go with that.
Sure. As far as that goes, actually, I'm not going to make you burn your investigate move on that. You can easily look and see. You know exactly. You go over to the little fridge that he pulled it out of. You pull out. There's like a whole flat of these vials. I just grabbed a couple of them, and the little vial holder stand is labeled cocaine hydrochloride.
Whoa. Jesus. Coked up robot monkeys.
I mean, I think you also noticed there's actually like a lock on this fridge, like a really high-tech looking like electronics panel, but it's just fucking fried. It's like, looks like it's burnt, and the fridge door is just like cracked, you know?
Oh, my place where I store my cocaine.
Yeah. As far as your investigative mystery, you can still ask one of the other questions if you want.
I think maybe see if we can tell where the other monkeys went.
That's true, because not all of them were in here, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question.
Where did it go? Yeah, well, there's definitely an open vent in the ceiling, so there's that. You have to like shine your flashlight up there to see it. But also, in addition to that, I'm trying to think of how else you might discover this. One of the passed out monkeys, I think, has a little I know what it is. You hear a voice. You hear like a little muffled voice, almost like someone on, like there's a telephone in the room, you know, that's just off the hook and someone's talking on the other end. You kind of like track down the sound, and you realize it's coming from one of the little passed out monkeys on the counter. You like lean down and put your ear next to it. You notice that like the headgear bionics have like a radio, and there's a voice in the radio being like, Robo Squad A, Robo Monkeys, where are you? Answer! And you hear like the voice cussing and talking to himself like, God damn it, 9 different monkeys not responding. Descend the medical building. The next part of the plan.
They have an overlord.
All right. So they all have this. Interesting. Just starting to think maybe we could take it apart. The monkey that we have and see if we can't get this frequency. Listen to what's being said.
Interesting.
All right.
Definitely.
I think I'm satisfied with that.
Nice. Where to next? Your cleanup team's inbound any moment now.
I think we can clean ourselves up and go unless anybody else wants to. I'm good.
I think, I think I've done everything I want to do here.
As far as your cleanup goes, the only option that's right here without going back to your base is you can all just change into lab coats. There's a closet full of clean white lab coats you can put on. Other than that, you don't have much options for getting it off your clothes or anything at the moment.
Is there like a chemistry lab in this building with like an emergency chemical shower?
Probably, but even so, like, I don't know how well it's gonna get it off your clothes, you know what I mean? And if it does, now you'll just be noticeable because you're soaking wet. That will go away with some time. Your choice. You can try for sure.
I think I would try just because I don't want to be covered in like gross, dry monkey blood. I would rather be wet.
Sure, yeah, you get in the chemical shower, you're fucking soaked. Your clothes are soaked, your shoes are soaked, they're squishing when you walk. But you got the majority of the noticeable blood off of yourself, so.
Yeah, and I'll take a lab coat too.
Sure.
I'll take a lab coat.
Anybody else gonna wear a lab coat?
I'm gonna go for the lab coat, yeah, because suit's got blood in it. There's no getting that out.
Yeah.
No, so.
My outfit's totally fine.
Yeah.
There's no blood on me.
Echo's good. Okay, cool. So a couple you throw on lab coats. You quickly head out the building. As you do, you notice a black helicopter like flying in and landing in the quad, like, you know, just a little bit away on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you guys go next? You're gonna head to the medical building? You want to go back to base with the monkey and do something with that? What's your next plan?
I don't know, gang. What do you think?
It sounded like.
Sure, go ahead.
I was gonna say it sounded like they had something going on at the medical building, like right now, tonight. So we could go and see what's going on there. I also would not be opposed to going home and doing some more research on, like, what exactly is going on with these monkeys.
You
Doing
do
some
have a
reverse
monkey
engineering.
bag right now, so.
I do have a monkey bag, and it's only a matter of time before this monkey wakes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
monkey's out of the bag.
Yeah.
I think I like the back to base option.
I agree. I think we need that.
We'll have to keep the news reports open to see if anything happens at the medical facility, Joe.
All right, I love it. All right, so you guys are gonna head back to your base. You hop in the whip, and Eric drives you guys back to the Davis mansion. You use your back entrance through the tunnels, and pretty soon you're back in your comfy home base with your with Emmett's conspiracy board, you know, on the wall full of red strings and what other equipment you guys are keeping in the basement of this old mansion. And yeah, I think this is a good spot to take a break, and we'll come back and pick up with you maybe researching your captured monk.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back in about 5, chat, to see what's going on with these robo-monkeys. See you then.
Mm.
The wheat.
Hello, everybody. We are back from break. Let's do this thing. I don't think chat ever answered me. Can you guys hear the background music? I know you can on the Be Right Back screen. It's quieter here because it's under our talking, but I'll turn it up.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah. Lauren was like, I don't hear it. I was like, I think I just have it quiet, which is
Like some kind of bongo cafe.
I hear it, yeah.
some bossa nova thing.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm in Havana in a coffee shop, maybe.
Nice. It's really loud now. Yeah, I just turned it up to make sure y'all could hear it for a second. It was plenty loud. I thought so. I thought it was plenty loud in the background. Let me know if it's too loud and it's competing with us talking, because it's really just for a little atmosphere in the background, that's all.
Yeah, it's nice.
This is good. All right. Sick. We're back, y'all. When we left off, we had you heading back to your base. We'll pick up there. It's now quite late at night. You return back to Davis Mansion. You're in the comfort of your quarters with a monkey corpse. No, not a corpse. An unconscious monkey. What do you do with this thing, as you said, knowing it's going to wake up at some point? What's your plan when you guys get back to, like, take care of the monkey? I mean,
First,
like, sorry, go ahead.
I guess first things first, restrain the thing. Make sure it's like tied down to a table or something.
Okay, cool. You got it strapped to a little surgery table kind of deal?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we have an infirmary, so I feel like strap him down.
Love it. Omaha said you guys are letting the evil plans at the medical facility proceed.
Can't win them all.
True.
It's true. Can't be everywhere at once. All right, what do you want to do? You have this little monkey strapped down. You guys are chilling. Do each of you have like a special area of the Haven, the secret base? I mean, this is technically Eli's place. He was the one that built it out for you, I think, and maybe just even discovered that it was in the mansion. But you each have your own. I don't know. Do you guys have like lockers? Everybody has their own desk. You know what I mean? I'm assuming, or a little area. Like I said,
And very accommodating.
yeah. He built a board so Emmett could tie red strings to it.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure, the agency had to approve the use of this space. So for sure, they added some features and stuff.
That's probably
well.
where most of the funding came for the nicer stuff. Things like a surgery table or like a big computer console. All that's probably through Eric's ability to get those kinds of gear. Cool. Well, what do you guys want to do? You're here. You're all hanging out. The monkey's finally restrained. Who's like taking the lead on this monkey investigation now that you're back?
Just between Emmett and Eli, you can just one of you like more like tech savvy on average. Like I because you guys have like backgrounds in tech, right?
That's true.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can read on the internet. I'm sure we can get to the bottom of this. We've got the whole lore library here.
True.
Mhm. And I do, of course, have connections with my various internet friends.
Hey, I think if we double team this, we can figure out how to dismantle a monkey.
Yep.
Okay.
I think we could definitely dismantle a monkey.
You want to try and take the bionics apart, I guess, then? Is that what you're saying?
See what makes it tick. See if we can find
Specifically, I'm interested in the radio and the monkey
Yeah.
headset.
Or we can reverse route this radio signal to see where it's coming from.
Copy.
Mhm.
I'm
I'm not going to jeopardize the monkey by like removing its eye socket.
Please, let's not kill another monkey, please.
well,
Get my ass canned.
let's roll. Who's helping who? One of you's probably helping, the other one of you's probably actually doing the dismantling.
Ooh.
I could contact one of my internet friends to see if they, like one of my ham radio forum members,
Yeah.
Oh
and
yeah.
see if they have any insight.
Just like on how to operate / dismantle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Cool.
What do you roll for that one, Knucklebone?
Okay, I can roll charm
Okay.
to
Cool.
do that.
That's right. Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? We'll see
Okay.
how it goes. You have a ham radio operating station set up. Oof. You can take the experience. It's not a catastrophic failure. It's not like something bad is necessarily going to happen, other than like we talked about last time. You kind of maybe lose a few contacts, but
Yeah.
your choice.
I got canceled again.
Yeah, luck or experience, your choice.
I'll take the experience.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say your ham here. How about this? Your ham radio is broken. You have to replace it.
Hmm. Darn.
Yeah, it's got a short in it. No help there. Meanwhile, Eli, I guess you're like at the surgery table, standing over the thing and like taking a look at it. What do you want to do?
Yeah, holding little monkey head down. I want to see if I can identify like any of the parts, like make or serial numbers, so that we could then reverse search them and figure out the manufacturers and find like manuals on like how they operate or what they're used for.
Interesting. Yeah, externally, just looking at it, you definitely don't see anything right away. So you are gonna have to try and disassemble some of it to look for those kinds of things. If you would like to disassemble it, you can roll a. Oops. Let's see.
That's a good question. What do you roll to disassemble?
You usually act under pressure. Like, to me, it's anything like that's hard or requires some, acting under pressure. To me, surgery is definitely an act under pressure situation.
Yeah.
This is bordering on surgery, so let's say that. You could also do investigate. I'll let you choose: actor under pressure or investigate. Whatever
What
is
does
a
investigate require?
Sharp.
Roll as well.
Yeah,
But
sharp.
for me, I'll be rolling the same thing.
I think act under
on it.
pressure is cool, so it's cooler.
It is, but I've got a expert move for I've read about this sort of thing that lets me roll it as sharp instead of cool.
Oh, okay. So sharp anyway. Gotcha.
Yeah, we just would do the act under pressure to try to gently remove parts that might not be so
Mm-hmm.
necessary. Oh dear lord. Oh god.
You can take experience, or you can mark luck.
Oh.
This is the only monkey we got.
This is the only monkey.
I know. I really want the experience, but I will mark the luck because I have that luck special.
What's your luck special?
When you spend luck, you discover something happening now is related to something you were involved in years ago.
Interesting. I love this.
I forgot I have a luck special too.
Oh yeah? What's yours?
When I spend luck, I pick an aspect of the current situation, and the keeper will tell me what other conspiracies
That's right.
that aspect connects to.
Okay, well, Eli for yours, because you didn't end up marking luck before, right, Emmett? Just Eli. So Eli, you can mark luck. It turns into a 12. Not only are you able to disassemble the eye from the monkey and find something written on the side, engraved in the robotics in the metal casing, it says, property of ISU Robotics Research Lab. And then it says patent number, has some digits, and it says patent pending. So you write all that down on your little notepad. And And then you notice the eye has like a wire. You have it like disassembled, the lens. It's like pulled away from the head now because the earpiece is part of that. You realize it's all one mechanism in their head. You unscrew the eyeball lens. You pull it out. There's just a wire going into the empty eye socket of the unconscious monkey. At the back of it, you see a little blinking red light and like a little speaker that was like at the back of the monkey's skull, at the back of this lens piece. That's pretty obviously the radio. There's no signal coming through it now. You reach in to try and gently unplug the wire from the skull, the socket inside the eye. And you do, and as soon as you unplug the wire, something really strange happens. This is where it all connects for you. A blue, like, energy, like, whoa, like rushes out of the monkey's eyes and mouth like a spirit. You're all, know how ghosts work. Ecto, you've experienced this. This is what it was like for you when you became a ghost, essentially. You watch a spirit leave this creature. And it manifests as like a ghoulish skull-like face for a second, and a voice you all recognize says, "You thought you could keep me down?" It's Berg. And then the spirit just dissipates into the air and is gone. Berg's spirit, for some reason, seemed to be connected to this monkey.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's probably not like really good.
That's probably not good and nice.
Yeah, that's not easy or good.
Yeah.
So they're they're possessing these monkeys with spirits to give them higher intelligence, so that they both have the mobility of a monkey and the intelligence of a person, and also shoulder lasers. Oh god.
They've stolen monkeys. They've stolen robotics and bionics parts. And now somehow there's spirits inside the monkeys. So we're missing. Someone's got some really weird hobbies.
I have a question. So we just saw Berg's spirit leave this monkey's body
Yes.
and then float away. I would like to invoke my connect the dots feature that I rolled for at the beginning of the game. And I would like to ask a question about the situation, and that is this person connected to current events more than they are saying?
Berg, you mean?
Yeah, Berg.
It's actually the opposite. They're connected less than you think. I think you've read about this before. You've read about cybernetic trials in animals previously, Emmett, online. And you know that the issue that these researchers keep running into is getting the cybernetics powered and like integrated with the body. That's the two problems. You can never get... They can't be powered by your body. Your body doesn't produce enough power. So you have to either have batteries on you all the time. This monkey doesn't have any batteries, right? These cybernetics are just powered somehow. On top of that, they're fully integrated with this thing. There are scar tissue, where it was put on. But everything you've heard, hosts always reject cybernetics. That's not why we haven't been able to make advancements. So I think you put two and two together. It's exactly pretty much what Eric was saying, it seems. Someone has harnessed both the power of science and the paranormal together. They're using some sort of spirit energy to power these cybernetics or something. And so it's not directly like it wasn't Berg's idea. He didn't set this up. You know that. But someone accidentally captured Berg as a loose spirit. And you would guess that he's now out roaming free again.
Okay. So Berg was just in the right place at the right time. That's unfortunate for us.
He's one of the more prevalent spirits in this city, so it makes sense when they started capturing energy from the other side. He was one of the more potent ones, magnetized to it.
Dinkelberg.
Dinkelberg. You know Doug Funny's neighbor. You like that, Douglas? Very expensive. Mr. Dink.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, so the patent number. You quickly type that in, Eli. You walk over to your computer terminal, type in the patent number. It's a patent pending, but you can see through the patent office the names on the thing. And it definitely did come from the university research lab. It shows that on the patent. There are 2 names, mostly. Or there's 3, rather.
Kent and David.
Yeah, Kent and David made this. No. Kent and David don't know a robot from a hole in the ground. They don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. You see a few names. The first name, top name listed, head researcher, Dr. Beach. And it does say Illinois State Robotics Lab. The other name is a TA or like a student researcher name. Research assistant was named Amy Pritchard. And then there's one other researcher listed on there. Dr. Noble, Harvey Noble, roboticist. These are all ISU people. They all work at the same place in the college. But Dr. Beach, that's the name that seems to have applied for the patent.
Interesting.
Well, looks like we got some leads, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. The doctors are probably professors rather than students. But this Amy is probably just a student.
Yeah.
The robotics.
Do you think she would crack easier than the other 2 if we talked to her?
It's possible. It's
Or
possible that
maybe-
she might be an unwilling participant. Or at least one of these parties has to be an unwilling participant. I don't think there's 3 people in the world that would be down for something like this.
We might have to seduce her.
He pulls out a switchblade comb and combs his hair with it.
Fixes his eyebrows, some
Mhm.
spit. He's like, yeah.
So you got some leads.
Yeah.
What do you guys do next?
We could visit the medical building. We could try and get in contact with like the patent holders.
So it is quite late at night now, like I mentioned, but I think Eric, you get a ping on your watch. You check it. You see police activity at the university. This isn't public information, but it's things your agency can get. Looks like police have gone to the medical research building at ISU and are investigating a possible homicide.
Monkey murder number 3.
Want to go in after it. We want to deal with the police.
You also have this Amy Pritchard you guys could look into.
Yeah.
Markars, I feel like, sorry, Eric, I want to call you guys by your character names. Eric, I feel like, the agency can be pretty good at locating people.
Yeah, I guess we can see what they say if they if they aren't too pissed at me right now.
I feel like you probably just have some databases you can check for like basic information if you don't want to have to talk to higher ups, but you'll get like, more general information, but
Yeah, to see if I can. I guess I could call them up and see if they can grant me access to like the university's listings and stuff like that.
oh yeah, sure. I don't see why not. It just takes time, it takes an hour or 2, but pretty soon you just get like a text back that's like, here's your access portal, and they, like, literally unseen hackers have sent you just a link to look through all these university records. You find this chick, Amy Pritchard, quick.
Mhm.
She is definitely a student in like medical prosthetics and robotics until about 3 weeks ago. She dropped out 3 weeks before graduating.
It sounds like she got the heebie-jeebies and dipped. And when we heard the voice coming from the monkey radio, it sounded like a man's voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a gentleman on the other line.
Definitely, like middle-aged to older man was on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You have profiles of the doctors as well in these listings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
These two people were hired at the same time in the 70s. Dr. Noble and Dr. Beach. Looks like they shared an office for years. Like their offices were in the same building next to each other. That building is gone now. It's torn down on campus. You also find something else. You find a confidential email written from Dr. Noble to someone named, it just says, Dear Ethics Committee Chair. And you open this email and you start reading it.
Mhm.
The entire email is criticizing this other guy, Dr. Beach, and urging them to do an ethics oversight on the patent research they've been doing to pull funding. He says things like, he's gone way too far, his ideas are crazy, he rants, the control systems he's interested in for bionics are verging into parapsychology. It's fringe science at best. The response is reluctant, surprisingly, from this ethics committee chair guy named Dr. Holt. He's like another university person. And there's one more reply from this Noble guy. And he says something like, if you don't, take care of this discreetly, like if you don't take care of Dr. Beach discreetly, like I'll just have to let everyone know about what I found you and Mrs. Appleton doing on her desk.
Oh man.
The reply is like, I'll take care of it. That's it.
It's steamy.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Professor Noble and Amy were sort of working with Dr. Beach at first, and then Dr. Beach went too far, and then Amy and Noble both were like, this sucks, we need to dip. So not only am I concerned now about like finding them, locating them to get more information, I'm also kind of concerned they might be targets now.
I'm wondering if Amy didn't disappear to stay out of the spotlight and still help Dr.
Maybe. Do we know if Amy lived? I was gonna ask if she lived in like student housing, but if she dropped out 3 weeks ago, she's probably not in student housing anymore.
Yeah,
Unless she just moved to a different program.
Her record shows she was in a dorm her freshman year, but has not been since then. So you assume she probably lives somewhere in town, not on campus.
Do we have like any emergency contacts address in the file somewhere?
Yeah, yeah. I think they have her mailing address in there. It's not far.
Can stop by and see what's going on there.
That's true. Just pay a little visit.
What do you guys think?
I think so.
I think that's smart.
Mm.
Do you think Mr. Dr. Noble matches any of our murder victims' descriptions from the reports?
You guys know
Do
that.
we have a description of who was murdered at the medical building?
Yeah, you know his identity. It was the security guard, student security guard.
Okay.
I think his name was Mike or something like that.
There's a chance that both of them could still be alive.
All right. I guess I should probably go investigate Amy then.
Love it. All right, cool.
Mm.
It is late. It's like 1 a.m. now. You guys roll over to Amy's address. She lives in a kind of quiet little student neighborhood, lots of student rental kind of housing. Little punk rock on this side of town. As you roll up discreetly and headlights off, park on the curb like 2 houses down, you see a pretty punk rock looking girl with like pink hair, like pulled up in like a crazy updo, lots of piercings, green army jacket. She comes out of the house and gets into like a beat up old Honda and drives away. From the student ID picture you saw, you're pretty certain this is her. She's leaving as you pull up, but you have a pretty easy opportunity to try and tail her here if that's what you want to do.
think we follow her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay in tow.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, you're doing your best discreet FBI style tale. You're trained in this. You're great at it. Like even sometimes you turn off and then join her up on like the next block. Like you're pulling really expert tail moves here without losing her. She's not really swerving or anything either. It's easy to find her. She pretty quickly heads to a club, a rock club in downtown Normal. Not far from you at all, as I said. The club, when you pull up, is called the Crazy Cats Club. It's a pretty rundown little place on the corner. There are people outside smoking in leather jackets and mohawks. There's like bars over all the windows. The building's like covered in spray paint. If there weren't so much people and music pouring out of the place, you'd think it was abandoned and closed.
All right.
Okay.
She pulls up, parks, heads inside. She's greeted by some people at the door. They obviously know her. She's like, she just walks right in. Everybody accepts her here, You do hear like loud live punk music pouring out from inside.
I'm almost worried about us splitting up inside here and losing each other. So I think we should try to stick close.
Yeah, it seems like there's probably a pretty big crowd inside, even though it's a small place.
Yeah. But it's up to you guys how we want to handle this. I mean, because we can't. Can we just walk in the front door, or is there like a?
They might think that we're not cool enough. We're not exactly cool guys.
We're quite a crew here.
How tough are you?
You look kind of punk rock, Emmett.
I would say I'm grungy at best, but they're definitely not letting Eric in a suit.
Well,
I think
if you convince him it's ironic, it might work.
By the way, you obviously all were able to change into fresh clothes at base as well, so you're all fully cleaned up now.
Yeah, I'm making fun of fancy people. Off the system, right?
This is ironic. I'm into ska, man.
Yeah, we just need to switch out your tie for like a checkered one, and you'll be clean. Yeah,
it could work.
Oh my god!
Trade out your black sunglasses for a fedora, and you're just right in there.
Maybe we do split up just to try to get in, just in case they don't let me in. I don't endanger your guys' chances of getting in as well.
True.
Can I just fly above and see if there's a way that I can just kind of sneak in?
Absolutely, I love that. You like open the door. You can't move through walls yet. That might be a ghost power you'll get later. But so you do open the door and step out. You look around. No one's paying attention. It's like dark over in this corner of the parking lot, the seedy parking lot where you parked. You just float up into the air, Ecto. And over the building, you see that this building has like an old school skylight. You can actually see the band playing, the crowd moving, and you can hear everything pretty clearly. You wouldn't even have to go in. You could just sit and watch from the roof if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a vantage point so I can make sure that if anything goes down or something goes poorly, that I'll be able to see all of you guys from above.
Nice. Yeah, the show's pretty good. You like the band, but they're obviously like hardcore punk activist types. You know what I mean? What are the rest of you doing while Ecto is posted up? Are you just gonna wait and see what he has to report back, or are we're gonna pincer attack this, and you guys try and go in as well?
Yeah, Eli's definitely trying to go in.
All right.
Yeah, I'll try to get in too.
Eric, what about you?
I'll wait till a couple of people get in line behind them, and then I'll pop in line as well.
You put a space between you guys, so you're.
Yeah.
I'm not with them. No worries. You all are let in by the door guy now. Eric, you definitely get lots of looks, and the door guy makes some comment like, "How'd your meeting go, man?" As he like draws a big X on your hand and a Sharpie and takes $5 cash from you. And people are attention is definitely drawn to you. People are looking at you incredulously. Now, DZ said open fire on him. Good strategy.
Oh no!
Good strategy.
Just ice the bouncer. God.
No, he does let you in after, just giving you some shit. People are watching you, but the rest of you, the other two, the good thing about Eric is no one is paying attention to you. You've seamlessly blended in this crowd. In fact, somebody tries to hand you guys a joint, like immediately.
Damn.
What do you guys do with the joint?
That's what I'm curious. Do you accept it?
I'll take a hit. I'll take a hit off that Jizzy J. I want to look. I want to definitely look really closely at the one who's passing it to me in case this ends up being like laced with anything. I want to know who gave it to me.
Yeah, has Emmett ever tried angel dust, or is this the first time?
So Emmett, I think, being on the deep web, has definitely tried basically anything that he can get his hands on at least once.
He's been fucking Silk Roading shit to his P.O. box for years. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a normal joint.
Okay.
But the guy that hands it to you is wearing a shirt that says AFM in spray painted letters. The A is like an anarchy sign. And in smaller letters in the stencil it says Animal Freedom Militia. And it even has a little chimp head thing in one of the letters. It's crudely spray painted. He hands you the joint. You take a puff. It's actually really bad weed. It hardly does anything for you at all. And you pass it off. But yeah, again, like, you're integrated here. Pretty quickly after you guys get in, the band takes a break. And they're like, they say, you know what? Like, you're all here because you fucking support the movement. And he's like, and without... I gotta look up some names in my adventure here. He's like, without Robin, without Amy, this movement would be nothing. Like, everybody cheers. He's like, Robin, why don't you get up here? And you see Amy make her way through the crowd, and another girl as well. This other girl has like dark hair. She's dressed less punk rock and more like a beatnik poet, like black turtleneck, black little beret.
Oh yeah.
They both get on stage. Amy's standing with this other girl. They both like rip their jackets open. They both have the animal liberation. What did I call it again? AFM. Animal Freedom Militia shirts on. And the other girl, Robin, pulls out. She doesn't even get on the mic. She pulls out a bullhorn and she starts yelling like, we're all here for one fucking reason. That's because we're tired of the medical school taking advantage of helpless animals. Like, everybody starts cheering. This is obviously less of a punk show and more of a rally for this group. You start noticing everyone here is in on this and yelling about it. Amy pipes in, and she's like, our next target, like, to show everybody we're serious, is the zoo. We're going to do exactly what we did at the medical building. We're just going to let them run free. And everybody's like, run free! Like, chanting in the crowd. Pretty soon they end their little speech and the band comes back on.
I'm just looking down and I'm going, oh god, it's all hippies.
Hippies everywhere!
All right, Emmett, I think we need to talk to both of them.
I think so. My initial thoughts were we could talk to them about the cruel experiments that they're doing on the monkeys. I think we just need to talk a little bit more to them, because it's unclear to me if they're like wanting to just release the monkeys or cybernetically enhance the monkeys at the zoo and then release them. Because they could be allies or they could be enemies depending on where they stand. Like, it could have been them who set the cybernetic monkeys loose at the facility and got that kid killed.
So the person who got killed was days later. These crimes happened over a number of days.
Yeah.
Here, let me 1 second. If you look at the map here, the medical squad, the first robbery happened like weeks ago at this point. It did say 18 living monkeys, 3 chimpanzees, initially assumed to be the Animal Freedom Militia. The police report says that. And it also says there's still no hard connection to the other on-campus thefts.
So it's possible that it's unrelated, but the mastermind, Dr. Beach, is using these escaped monkeys, like capturing them. That way they can't be traced to monkeys that were used for experiments. They were monkeys that went missing that he can then experiment on under the table. Interesting. Everything is starting to come together now. Let's talk to them.
All right. Follow my lead. I know how to do this thing. I've read about this in a book.
Okay. You see them both head out the back door with a bunch of other people to like smoke.
Be cool. And yeah, follows him out there. And kind of like approaches the two of them. And he does that thing where he leans up against the wall and he like coyly looks over and he goes, "Got a smoke I can bum? I only brought a habit." Just trying to manipulate them into a conversation because you know the smokers are always fun, right?
Yeah. Amy's like, "Yeah, I guess so," and she knocks a cigarette out of the box and hands it to you. Now, Eric, before we jump into this conversation, are you gonna follow? Are you gonna stay inside and investigate more? Same with Ecto. Are you guys?
I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna be watching the door they left out of. See who else might be coming and going with that crowd.
Sure. Well, the band starts packing up, and the lead singer guy, he pulls Robin aside. So Eli and Amy keeps talking to you guys, but this other girl gets pulled aside by this dude with the tall mohawk. He was singing for the band just like 10 minutes ago. They're chatting about something, and they actually get in a car and leave together. So you see them head out. And I think you see them when they get to the car. He opens the trunk and he pulls something out, like a little case. And
Is the case big enough to hold a monkey?
It would be, yeah. He opens it, he shows it to her, she nods, they close it, and they get in the car and leave together. Ecto,
I'm going to
Ecto, you of course see all this happen as well.
Oh wait,
Right.
do I see it? Or what? Well, no, they left the building. Yeah, so I wouldn't see it, right?
Well, no, I feel like Eric, you like just follow them to the back door and watch from the back door. So I think you both do see it.
Okay. So if I have line of sight to the car, I'm gonna see if I can't pull up my watch and a little double tap on it and shoot at a little tracer dart that sticks to the vehicle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love it. But do make an act under pressure just to test your aim. You're like running out of time. They're pulling out of the parking lot. Your watch is like not unlocking. You type in the code wrong a couple times. So you only have like a split second to try and hit the car before it disappears.
All right. Go act under pressure.
Actually, what it is the bouncer comes over. He's tapping on your shoulder. He's like, "Hey, man. Hey. You're like fucking with your watch, with your back turned to him as quickly as you can.
Where's the roll for it? It is. Oh, it's plus cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's do it.
Nice.
Let's go.
The little dart very quickly pew, shoots out. You see it tink into the black bumper of the car, and it's not even noticeable at all as they drive off. You finally turn around and the bouncer, he looks super pissed. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to talk to you."
Huh? What do you want, kid?
He like rubs his hand. He's like a huge dude with like a shaved bald head, He rubs his hand, the back of his hand, on like the lapel of your suit, and he's like, "Is this Joseph A. Banks? It's pretty nice."
Actually, yeah, I got it, tailored, down on the one on Brookshire and 7th. Yeah, I got a nice tailor shop there. They fixed it up real nice for me.
Oh, interesting. My startup's applying for another round of, C-suite funding next week. I need something nice for the meeting. I might go check something like this out. He's like,
Ask for Frank.
He's like rubbing the lapel the whole time.
Oh.
Frank will take care of you.
He like nods. And he's like, good on you, man, for having the nerve to come out to a show like this dressed like that. It's pretty cool. And he like walks away. Cool. So you got a tracker in the car. You check your watch. They are heading directly to the zoo. There is a small zoo in Bloomington. Normal.
Shit. Okay.
The other two, let's jump back to you. Eli, you're talking to Amy. You see Robin. She just steps away from the conversation and leaves, but you guys smoke. And Amy's like, I've never seen you guys around here before. Are you new to the movement?
Yeah, we're very new. We wanted to come down and get involved in the cause. We were students over at the university, and I'm taking a class with one of these professors, and he seems kind of odd.
She's like, fuck the university.
Yeah, I'm great. Fuck the university. Society's so weird now. Like, everything's all about, like, go to school, get a degree, then get a job, run the rat race. Bullshit.
She's like, the real bullshit is the animal testing. She's like, everybody knows what they do over there.
Wait, what? There's actual animal testing at the university? I just started, but I heard about this professor I'm taking with. Like I say, he seems like the kind of guy that would hurt an animal.
She's like,
have you ever heard of him? His name's Dr. They should call him Dr. Bitch, honestly, but he's Dr. Beach.
So she starts to be like, yeah, they're all like that. And then when you say Dr. Beach, she like, her like jaw drops. And she's like, I don't know anything about Dr. Beach. I don't know anything about any of those university pigs. I gotta go. And she like turns and starts trying to walk away. She gets like, you can tell she's nervous. She's almost like maybe hiding something. She's avoiding. She turns and just starts walking towards the line of cars out in the shady gravel parking lot.
I chase after her and I say, wait, Amy. We're like really new and we are really passionate about animal welfare as well. And I know you guys are gonna do some work at the zoo. So I wanted to know if you could like figure out how to get us in on that. Like, we're definitely free to help however you need us to help. If you need like more hands, more eyes.
She's like, look, I'm glad you want to be part of the movement and everything, but you can talk to Robin about that. As far as the zoo thing, it's too late. Things are already underway, okay? I appreciate that you want to help animals.
Amy, but okay, if the zoo thing's too late, could you at least tell us what's happening next so we could get prepared for it? Because we wouldn't be a help to the cause.
She does kind of like smile a big knowing grin, and she's like, I don't think Robin wants me to give away the next phase of the plan yet. But we're gonna need we will need your help though. What were your names again?
Steven.
Tommy.
Right, okay.
That's dark.
That is dark. She's like, well, I'm gonna go, but I'm glad you're here to help us fight the good fight, I guess. Anyway, you guys have a good night. And she starts to turn and head towards her car.
I think we let her go for now. I think if we confront her alone, and we let her know what we know, then maybe we can get her to crack and tell us more. But I don't think right now is like the right time or the right place to like make that move.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. 1 second here. I'm gonna have Ecto roll for
Okay.
read a bad situation, which is sharp.
All right. Let's see it.
Ooh.
Of course.
Mark experience if you'd like,
Yep.
and that's
Did
it.
you use luck?
You could.
I have
you
I have
could.
ADD. Sorry, guys.
you could use luck if you want.
Mm,
You don't even know what you're really doing though, so.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm kind of just like I don't even know what happened, so I'm not that worried about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, where do you guys go next? Are you gonna follow up on the zoo thing? There's the murder on campus. You can always just say like, let's wait till it's daylight too, if you want to like interview professors on campus. You know, we're almost done for the session as well. But let's figure out what your next move is before we end.
Like, if we go to the zoo, that's gonna jeopardize these two's cover that they just created if they get spotted.
It's okay.
Hmm. I'm not opposed to waiting and seeing how things pan out, waiting until daylight, talking to some of the professors, because we have at least contact with Amy. We know what her current motivations and her objectives are. We could try and get in contact with either of the doctors and then sort of cross the lines from there.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
I think that's best. I think that's
Yeah.
best instead of going to the zoo right away. Although I
Yeah.
want to because I'm interested. Yeah, probably not the best idea.
So you guys just want to wait till tomorrow, is what you're saying, and then talk to
Yeah, it's
professors.
getting late.
Yeah, it's
Some of us are older.
it is very late.
Ecto needs his 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
might
I
have
just hit
serial
that.
rest.
So
I said that Zaza, I'm probably getting sleepy.
Guys, I need to go rot on my couch now.
Yeah, I need to go eat a box of fucking cheesy poos. You hop in Eric's Division 13 whip, yeah, and start to head home through the dark streets of Normal. Pretty soon you get into like the little forest park district right near the mansion. You have to drive through a little kind of forest in the middle of town. Let me jump back. As you pull out of the gravel parking lot before you head home, none of you notice the absolutely hulking chimpanzee in full robotic armor
Oh.
sitting in the trees at the edge of the parking lot and watching you.
Oh shit.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
so that's what I didn't look at then, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Oh, okay.
So now you drive through this forested area in the dark of night. As you drive, suddenly you see something massive swing down into the road in the forest in your headlights. You screech to a stop to not hit it, Markars. It is a robo-chimp. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Hulking chimp. This is a very strong-looking chimp. Like I said, all kinds of like armor, built-in bionics, just like the other monkeys had, but no bionic eye on this one. Instead, this one has like a claw arm.
Damn.
You stop dead on. He just like stares at you, steam rolling out of his nostrils into the cold night. The look on his face says, "I'm gonna fucking eat you," and he just faces off against your car.
All right.
Floor it.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna my
You're
my
stop-
whip has the
You're
as the
you're
concealed
stopped.
weapons.
By the way, I just want to let you know that you screeched to a halt here in the middle of the road. But yes, you're right. You do have concealed weapons. You want to like just fucking fire on this thing?
I'll fucking flip a switch, and then the grill on the front of the car launches out and becomes like an electric net. Around the monkey.
Oh, that's so rad, dude. I love that. Okay, make a. I think you're gonna have to make a roll for that.
Like a protect. No, that's not really protect.
Yeah, either act under pressure. I can actually see it being kick-ass. I'm gonna say act under pressure. This is like using your gadgets and stuff. It's more of a cool thing to do.
All right. Pop that over. Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Oh, dude.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Hold on one second.
Let's go.
I
Very.
was like, how do I spice this up? now?
I'm reading a couple things here. Very interesting. So the net hits the monkey, it electrifies it. It wraps the thing up like a bolus, you know, and it just like hits the ground, shaking and shivering with the electricity, just screaming in pain. What do you want to do now? You have a second while
Throw it in the trunk.
it's incapacitated here, yeah.
God damn it. Do we just keep collecting monkeys at this point?
This one isn't a monkey. This one is an ape.
So it's Ape Escape.
I was gonna say this is just Ape Escape.
Yep.
This point,
Ape Escape is so fucking sleeper, dude. Ape Escape went hard.
yeah, it did.
How far are we from the mansion?
You're close. You're like 2 minutes of driving.
Close. You could.
train him and take him
Would
back.
it fit in the car? Or is it too big?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. That's question number one. Yeah.
You could get him in the
Can we throw it in the trunk?
Yeah, you could, but it would take a couple of you probably.
Yeah.
I was thinking we might just leave it in the net, hook the net to the back of the car, and just like
Drag him by in the car. Yeah.
So do you guys get out of the car and walk up to this fucking like glitching out monkey in the road, or chimp in the road rather?
Ooh.
I think we do get out of the car. Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
we'll get out.
All right.
Yeah. I got that thing out.
I think I get out and say like, we're so close to the mansion. What do we do? What do we do here, gang? Do we take this thing back? We don't want to leave it here. What do we do?
I mean, we can take it back and have the guys come and take it for their evidence and research.
But
Yeah,
do we have
we
somewhere
can
to keep it right now? Because I don't know if we want this thing in our safe haven.
That's the good point.
As you stand over it and talk about it, you hear a mechanical blasting sound out of nowhere, like boom, like come from the trees, and another hook similar to the one on the hand of this monkey with like a chain attached shoots out of the night, clamps on to the chimp, and like starts like reeling it into the forest very quickly. You look up and see another robo chimp in the tree with like a similar claw. It screams at you with its giant fangs. It like reels the other monkey, and like it's got a chain shot, like it's got a long shot arm essentially.
God damn it.
Chase that chimp.
Yeah, it like starts running off through the limbs of the trees, but it's going slow because it's carrying another chimp over its shoulder.
We
We could chase the chimp into the woods, or we could take this opportunity to escape unmauled.
You all stand in the headlights of the whip, just in the middle of like a forested road. There's nothing else around, no street lamps. You kind of realize where you are. It's a little spooky.
Man.
It feels stupid to chase after these, but I do want to. Part of me wants to pursue it.
Yeah.
It feels weird to just see that happen and go, well, anyway. and
Oh,
just go
yeah, all
home.
right. Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah, they
Right.
could be. They're definitely dangerous. Obviously, we don't know where those
Yeah.
guys are going. If there's going to be people where they're going.
What if
You
they're
gotta
going
underst-
back to the zoo
Mhm,
where all the people are going right now?
Could be.
mhm.
It could be in danger.
We have to at least follow, if not try to incapacitate the lead monkey at this point. Or
I know we
lead-
don't really want to deal with these guys, but if it's going to that zoo, a lot of people could be in a lot of trouble.
Awesome.
That's a good point.
You guys gonna give
We
chase?
travel by car or foot?
Well, into the trees.
You'd have to
Uh,
run
How
it.
dense are these trees?
You'd have to run it deeper into the forest park to like follow them. There's no way you're gonna do this by car. But if you like, it's a forest, but it is a park. It's not like super dense forest. You could easily run through this forest.
Okay.
It
We're
doesn't-
so
Following
close
my
to home
master's
too.
lead.
I know.
Mhm.
So you leave the whip in the middle of the road, I guess, or on the side of the road rather.
I'll just pull
Yeah.
out my little beeper and just it doors all closed, headlights come off,
Yeah.
and it just like slides somewhere in the middle of the trees there.
It just like
Slides its-
rolls
yeah, it
itself off
slides
the road.
itself,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sideways. I love that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, the car parks and we watch you pull out flashlights and run into the dark woods after the Robo Chimps. That's where we'll leave off for tonight.
Man.
For today.
Very nice.
All right.
Great job, y'all.
Amazing.
I-
Amazing.
I do think we're gonna be able to finish this next time. I told Pierce that already. This game's really designed to run 1 to 2 session games, but Pierce wouldn't be available right for what we had our finale scheduled for.
Yeah, I
in the end.
realized that we skipped a week and then went to a week after, and I was like, oh wait, that week after I can't even make that. So
It's all right.
and then
I think you guys are like halfway through this mystery easily. You have a lot of clues. Once you start investigating them, things are going to progress quickly. So yeah, I think we can do next time. We may have to go a half an hour extra or something at the end, just for the finale of it all, you know. But we'll anyway, we'll get it done next time, hopefully, and that will be on Markars' channel, everybody. So make sure you check us out there. That will be next Saturday. Real quick, let's do our end of mystery stuff.
sure,
Yes, sir.
Before we move on here.
might actually be able to answer some of these this time.
Yeah.
So it's moved to next Saturday instead?
Or we take.
Or was it
Do we take this Saturday off and then the next one? I don't remember.
that,
I have
Supposed
no
to
idea.
take next
this
Saturday.
coming week was the originally planned break.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. This coming week
Yeah.
will be the final session. And
Okay.
and that's a week from today, right?
Yep. So the
Okay.
25th.
Yes.
Here's
schedule.
I have the schedule set up on the stream. Here you guys go. Session 0 was
Yeah,
May 11th.
can you-
Today is the May 18th, and the finale will be June 1st, right? And that will be
Well. Oh yeah. Well,
Or was the first the week that we had to skip?
no, that was June 8th, was it not?
no, originally you had the 25th is the week off, and then June 1st is session 2, and then June 8th is the final session.
Yeah, I can do June 1st as long as everyone else can.
Yeah.
I can do June 1st as well. Yeah.
Oh wait, but Markars, were you saying maybe we shouldn't stream to your channel on June 1st? Isn't there another event going on?
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want to be like, competing against like another event that I'm on part of,
Yeah.
seems-
Oh, okay.
Shit.
But yeah, we could do it on your channel, no problem.
Oh damn, I forgot about that. Well, sorry, Markars. I wanted to stream to everybody's channel once at least.
Yeah,
Well, we had to make a little audible for our schedule, but so I'm hoping we'll wrap it up next time, guys. I guess we'll be on my channel then. So ignore this graphic that I have up on screen.
Go follow Markars though.
But do go follow
Yeah,
Markars
still, yes.
for sure, yeah. And real quick, I guess we can give some quick shout outs to. I mean, we're on Pierce's channel. You guys know that Mr. Purce here streams most Fridays. And tell us, both of you, about this event, because you're both in this upcoming event, right?
Yeah, so one of our longtime friends, one of my mods, he's hosting a speedrunning event, and it's not like a charity event or anything. It's just he got a bunch of his friends and community together, put together a schedule, and just be a weekend full of people speedrunning games that they run. It's in honor of his mother who passed away.
Oh.
She was like a big gamer,
Yeah.
and he just wanted to do something like in memory of her.
That's
so.
an awesome way to do a memorial. I love that.
Yeah.
What's the channel for like any of my YouTube viewers or anyone else who might want to tune in?
It'll be we'll all be on our own channels. So
Nice.
there's there's a schedule he put together. But if you want to see me speedrunning it, yeah, it'll be on the 31st, and I'll be speedrunning Mario 64 and Luigi's Mansion. I'll be doing those back to back.
Nice, in like the afternoon probably.
Yeah, it'll be during my normal stream time actually. So.
Cool. What about you, Markars? You're doing a speedrun in this event too, right?
Exactly. So I'll be coming up right before Purce on Friday the 31st. I'll be doing my little showcase of an OT rando.
Oh, nice. And then then the next day on my channel here we'll wrap this campaign up, so that'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good
Cool.
weekend of streams.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So end of session moves real quick. Let me pull those suckers up. Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Yeah.
No, certainly not.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Not
Closest
really?
thing was me, I guess.
Saved ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who took damage this
Yeah.
session, so
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
yeah.
I think we learned about
Yeah.
those doctors. Yeah, I think that's
Very
pretty
Awesome.
important. And we learned about the militia too.
I think
Yeah.
a big one is the binding of a spirit to a machine. It was a pretty interesting revelation for you all to find, so we definitely have a yes there. Did we learn something new and important about any of the hunters?
Yeah, we learned that Eli's a master of the Riz.
That's right.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, Eli's a Riz monkey.
We did learn that Emmett will smoke a little weed.
We
Mhm.
did.
That's true.
We'll smoke a little weed. If we didn't know before, then it's clear to the group now that Eric has gotten in trouble before for not leaving
True.
a subject alive.
That's-
I don't know if that was public knowledge for the group or if that's something that Eric kept under wraps, but we definitely know now after the conversation he had.
I think none of you have probably ever heard such a direct conversation between him and the people he works for.
Yeah,
on,
that was
on the phone before, so that is pretty interesting. Like,
Yeah, they were pissed. Not in good standing.
well, I think, but you also learned like the power that Eric possibly has. He called in a whole team of people in a helicopter to like clean up a crime
Very
scene
true.
for you
Very
guys
true.
pretty quickly, you know. So cool. So that's 2 yes answers. You can each mark 1 experience.
nice.
One away.
Is anybody else
Yeah.
close?
Is it one?
I
one
actually
for
just
each
filled out
answer?
all 5 because I failed so many times today.
I filled out all 5 as well.
Nice. So if you filled out all 5, go ahead and clear your experience. For the other 2, I'm going to give you 1 extra experience. I was going to give 1 experience to everyone. I give 1 per session regardless for showing up usually.
Okay.
So actually everybody just go ahead and mark 1. So those of you that were full, clear it and mark 1.
Nice.
So
So
Jim,
was it one per yes answer, or is it?
no, just 1
Okay, just one. Okay.
and then a second one. So technically you can mark 2 for this. How close are you to leveling, Markars? You're 1 away?
One away. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, well, you do level up in the middle of sessions, so that you'll probably get your first fail next session. You could have used 1 less luck, Markars, and you could have been there, but things would have been very bad, probably. I don't know if it was worth it.
Yeah, they were both pretty necessary, I think.
That's awesome. Okay, well, if you did level up, you get to choose something from your sheet, I believe. Here's the leveling up handout. Boom. You got to click the picture to enlarge it. Leveling up. We did the end of session experience. So you can... There are 10 types of improvements. Here are the details. You can get a +1 to a rating. So any of your stats you can raise by 1. You can take another move from your playbook. So you can select a new move from your playbook. You can select a move from another playbook. I only allow that one if it's something that makes sense for your character, like based on what's happened in the fiction. Otherwise, I'd prefer you stick to your own. Gain an ally, gain a team. You could do that one. Gain a haven. You already have a haven. Add an option to your haven from the expert playbook. So your main options are improve one of your stats or take another move from your playbook. or gain an ally.
Probably gonna get a +1 to a rating.
Not a bad idea.
I'm gonna do a +1 to a rating as well.
I've taken a +1 to a rating as well.
Nice. All right. Well, sorry.
My cool from -1 to 0.
I'm glad y'all leveled up, but I do feel bad that Markars hasn't gotten there yet. But I'm hoping you'll.
He's too damn good.
I know. I'm hoping you'll just
He's been rolling too well.
fail your
Gotta
first
fail.
roll next session. Yeah. Well, great session, everybody. That was super fun. Any thoughts, comments? What are we excited for, scared about for next time? What are you interested in looking into next time? Obviously, you're chasing
I'm-
these chimps down.
Excited and stressed to have another battle. That's definitely my
Yeah.
favorite stuff.
Yeah.
Chimp combat.
Yeah.
I'm curious who's the actual mastermind here. There's so many targets now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have some red herrings, some different threads you could possibly pull on there, so that's fun.
Yeah, it seems
I
like
do
there's
want
like a
my,
general idea what's going on, but there's still like a couple of pieces missing. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need my Scooby-Doo Mr. Jenkins reveal. I'm excited for that.
I do think like the picture has started to uncloud a lot by the end of the session, though, as far as what's happening
Yeah.
here. So that's fun. But cool. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to. You're gonna have to meet some of these chimps and monkeys head on at some point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I also wanted to mention one more thing, not to like spoil or give you too much information, but you did one thing I didn't mention in your recap is Jerry had mentioned steam tunnels before. Remember that?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I forgot about
Right.
Steam
I tried
tunnels.
to investigate them, but I got canceled.
That's right. That's right. Your internet outings haven't been good since you've arrived in Normal, Illinois.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. That was a great session, you guys. Super fun. I cannot wait to see the conclusion. And chat, we love you guys for hanging out. And
Thank you, everybody.
we'll see you next Saturday on my channel. Bye.
Bye.